russosbrand.com, where the pros are the pros. Jeff, going forward with this Punk stuff, oh my God, we're going to have so much material. We got a glimpse of it today with Sapp and Hollywood. Man, guys, if you are a subscriber, there's going to be a lot of material, I guarantee you, from now through at least Royal Rumble. I mean, no question about it.
Yeah, and I was thinking about this today the way you bring that up. So here we got CM Punk. Every time something happens with him, that's all that's talked about.
Yeah.
That's all that's talked. He's the only one that's pretty much like that anymore. Yeah. Everybody's always talking about CM Punk. I was thinking today about the whole debacle with him in AEW. If you look at Tony Khan and let's compare like the amount of resources you have as a company compared to the results you get with those resources. So we're talking about the money that this guy has, the talent he has on his roster, the resources at his disposal, people like JR, Jerry Lynn, all those guys backstage, the millions and millions he can spend on anybody he wants.
Not to mention the network connection. That's how we got this show in the first place. So he's got network connections.
Yeah. So you take all these resources this man has, and you can compare that to the results of the amount of customers that this company has. And I'm just talking strictly on him writing the television now. The TV product that he puts out, the customers he gets in, compared to the amount of resources that he actually has in this company and he can use. Is he the least successful TV booker ever? Just comparing resources to results.
Jeff, you're talking about endless money.
Yeah.
When you say billionaire, bro, you're talking about endless money. Guys, when you're talking about a billionaire, Jeff, think about the interest alone. Wherever they've got their money, whatever they're investing in, the interest. If you're a billionaire, your interest alone in doing nothing is millions. So that money just keeps going and going and going. And like you said, Jeff, when you have the money to do whatever you want to do, and he's pretty much brought in whoever he's wanted to bring in. I said a long time ago, bro, I believe he pays the network to get the shows on the air. I believe that because the money is endless. With everything that has been available to him, because I know, bro, like when you look at TNA, bro, we were on a shoestring freaking budget, and every week we were forced to look at money. So, we didn't have the luxury of doing whatever the frig we wanted, So, yeah, when you think about the resources and what he's churned out, but then again, Jeff, how can that be true? And he's 2-time Booker of the Year.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. All the nerds are going to vote this guy a 3-time, I think. Wasn't it 3-time Booker of the Year?
Something like that.
Yeah. So, the nerds vote him this, and you look at the handling of CM Punk is the biggest botch of the last 20 years. I mean, I don't even think it's close. Here's a guy coming off being out of wrestling for so long, the way he left WWE. He comes into the company, hasn't been on wrestling TV at that point for 8 years or whatever it was. What's the first thing he says? I want to wrestle Darby Allin. I mean, that was dead from the get-go. He did not know how to market him. He did not know how to use him to get the rest of the roster over, to get more eyeballs to the TV. You wonder how much he actually paid this guy, gets a whole show for him, can't handle him backstage. Punk possibly works his way out of the company. He's not stupid. He's really smart. If he wants to get fired, he knows how to get fired. He's got to know, if I go choke somebody out at the shows, that nothing good's going to come out of that. So maybe he knew what was going to happen. But holy crap, now he's back in WWE. All that money that Khan put in, nothing out of it. It's like the biggest drop ball ever. And
well, bro, keep in mind, Jeff, it was a double fumble. The first fumble was the introduction. I want to wrestle Darby Allin. The second fumble was when he came back and they didn't take advantage of anything that had happened. So like he had a second chance, bro. He literally had a second chance with Punk, and that may have been worse than the original plan.
Yeah, and he talked about, you covered this on another show, that old interview where he said he wasn't going to make the same mistakes WCW made. Okay, well, I think the roster, if not the same size, could possibly be bigger, the amount of people he has under contract. Not only that, he's putting wrestlers, all of his executive positions are the talent. The reports came out, I'm sure we'll discuss this with Al. Bryan Danielson was the one that did the CM Punk investigation.
I saw that today,
like you're
bro.
going to I mean, that is such marked behavior. You don't put wrestlers.
Remember Brandy? Brandy was the chief branding officer. Remember that? And bro, remember when that happened? I was like, what exactly is her resume that qualifies her for this? Oh my God. And it's funny, Jeff, because when you talk about Brandy at the beginning as the chief branding officer, and now today we find out about Daniel Bryanson, he's not learned.
No,
He's obviously not learned. To this day, he's doing the same exact thing, bro, because he's a mark for Daniel Bryanson, bro. Really?
Yeah, Bryan Danielson.
Whatever. Who cares, bro? Seriously.
Yeah, but he makes zero adjustments to his product. So he's playing with toys in real life. That's what this is. He's got his wrestling toys and he's doing his stuff, but he's doing it with them in real life. So he's not making any adjustments. He's not writing TV that people would actually want to watch. He's booking for himself and the same nerds that watch every single week. And the amount of money that he actually puts in, I couldn't imagine what the payroll is. I know you had talked about this before. What did he pay CM Punk? What is the payroll of these people?
Bro, can you imagine what CM Punk made off of this guy in 6 months? Can you, Jeff? You're talking about. I am not exaggerating. You're probably talking about somewhere in the neighborhood of $10 million.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised because he probably was pretty smart in his contract. He's probably still getting paid by them while he's getting paid for WWE.
Probably is, bro. He probably is. But like I said, man, the thing is, man, we're all gonna make mistakes, bro. But when you don't learn from them, that's when it's gonna catch up with you, man.
It's just, I was thinking about that. I was like, man, this guy could do anything he wants. He's got the network connections. He's got a primetime spot on TNT. He brings in all these talented people, but to not be able to do anything with it. I mean, we've talked about this also. He's not the booker for AEW because he's the best at it. He is because he paid to be.
Right.
You know, so it's not like, oh, he's the best guy for the job. Clearly he's not.
Yeah.
But he's never going to give that up because he's playing.
Yeah.
He's playing and that's what he wants to play. And so he's going to continue to do things his way, it appears. Doesn't matter what the results are.
Yep, exactly.